Hey there, Stephan Kesting from grapplearts.com and beginningbjj.com. What I want to show you today are the 4 most common mistakes that I see when people are using the half guard. Either defensively, like, oh my god, my guard's getting past, I better put him in half guard, or offensively, where people actually use the half guard as an offensive weapon to sweep and submit their opponents. So, the number 1 mistake I'm going to show, without Richie, is to be flat on your back in the half guard. You really have to be on your side, and you have to be curled up somewhat, so it's bad body position. Richie, come in, please. If I'm here, flat on my back, there's very little that I can do offensively, and also, he can put a lot of weight onto me, and you can hear my voice is beginning to change. He's not even pulling. You can hear the pressure there of his weight on my diaphragm. If, on the other hand, I'm on my side, same weight, go ahead please, Richie, it's hardly any pressure on me at all, so it's a much better way to survive. Going along with that bad body position, I don't want to be typically way far away from here, unless I've got a very specific plan. Usually, I want to be curled up underneath my opponent. I often think of getting my ear onto my opponent's hip. That's how far I want to be underneath his center of gravity, then I can really move him around. This is a much, much better position than way out here. So, bad body position, number 1 mistake. Number 2 mistake may seem really obvious, but in the heat of the moment, when you're moving around, a lot of people forget. And that is, come here, as you can see, one of Richie's legs is trapped. There has to be something over top of that leg at all time. Either my ankle, my calf, my foot, this leg, something has to be over top. If even for a second, there's nothing over top, he's going to pass my half guard, get to side mount, get to mount. So I cannot do the half guard like this. I cannot do the half guard without anything over top of his leg. There needs to be something over top of his leg, whether it's my inside leg or my outside leg. And which leg it is going to depend on what technique I'm doing. The 3rd mistake, let's spin here please, is not grip fighting. If I've got the great leg position, great body position, but Richie gets an underhook here and a crossface here, he can nullify all that. He can drive me flat, he can pass my half guard. So I continuously have to be fighting, especially the crossface here. I cannot let him grab my head here and drive me flat. That's really bad. So I'm going to be grip fighting here, hand on the bicep, hand on the wrist. Here, if he comes inside, I'm going to be coming inside, and we're going to be fighting over the inside line. This hand typically comes as an underhook, either very high or very low, although sometimes I'm going to be doing an overhook. We'll just rotate here so people can see. An overhook here, if I know how to use it. An underhook here, either high or low. I have to grip fight and get the grips that I need for my techniques. The 4th mistake is not having ways to bail out of the half guard if it's not working at all. Say Richie's an expert at not getting swept in the half guard, and he's an expert at passing half guard, and I've gotten here and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get out of here, I gotta use my other types of guard. You need some ways to get out of this position. That might be as simple as, see, I'm hooking with the inside leg to start with. I might switch so that I'm hooking with my outside leg. Now I'm going to push and come back to either an open guard or a closed guard. And it was just a matter of maintaining one foot over top of his leg at all times. Versus my inside leg, then it's my outside leg. This is going to look a lot like a mount escape. I'll be pushing here, coming back to the closed guard. Another option that I like, because it ties in with a butterfly guard, is to start with the inside hook. I'm going to move my hips out. I'm going to insert one butterfly guard hook. Once you have a single butterfly hook, you've got the half butterfly. Now it depends. If he's not putting a lot of weight forward, if he's keeping his weight back, you can push with that butterfly hook and start attacking from the butterfly guard, take his back, sweep him, do whatever. If you have that single butterfly hook, and he is driving in on you very heavily, drive in, hook my head, drive, drive, drive. I've got that butterfly hook. There's lots of ways that I can put him back in the guard. I can lift him here and drop him into my closed guard or sweep him in midair. that butterfly hook is really useful. So, 4 major mistakes. Number 1, bad body position. Not being on your side, not being curled up, not being underneath your opponent. Number 2, bad leg position. Not having something on top of his leg that you're controlling. Number 3, not grip fighting. Not continuously denying him the crossface and denying him the deep underhook that he needs to pass. Number 4, not having ways to bail out of the half guard and get back into your other bread and butter guard positions, like the closed guard, like the open guard, like the butterfly guard. If you do those 4 things, your half guard will improve 100%, I guarantee it.